Hello, everyone. My name is Lexi. I am a sales and marketing coordinator with Delta Dental South Dakota. Today, I'm going to walk you through the new features of our group eligibility portal. First things first, I'll reference a couple new features that we've carried over, and then I'll also compare to old features in the previous group eligibility portal. So I'll make note of those. But as we begin, biggest thing I want to talk about is the new group eligibility portal is no longer supported by Internet Explorer. So anytime you access the new portal, I will ask that you use any other web browser except Internet Explorer. Some of those examples include Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Firefox. All of those three you can use and the group eligibility portal will work. The new one, so keep that in mind. The other thing that you need to make note of is that if you had a previous account, that did not carry over to the new portal. So you will have to register for one. To register for an account, please email eligibility@deltadentalsd.com, and they will let you know if you qualify for an account and can get you signed up. So first things first, we're going to log in. You'll notice here, if you ever forget your password, you can select the according link. But I will make note that each individual, whoever is managing your account, even if there's 3 people, you should each have your own login. So please request those as needed. But as we enter in our information here, we'll go ahead and get signed on. As you guys begin, you'll see the 3 main features and functions up at the top. I'll dive a little bit deeper into each of these as we go through, but I'll highlight them for now and move forward. So first thing is changes or terminations. You can see and select by this box. You can also add an employee by selecting this box. And then we'll also eventually have group benefits. This page will be built out later on, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, this is all that's available. You can make a change or selection. So changes, terminations, or additions can all be done through the top box. You can also do that down through your employee roster. So our employee roster, we have added in some search capabilities for you guys to increase your user experience. The biggest thing that you'll note here is you can search by first or last name, but it cannot be both. So keep that in mind. We've also given you guys filters to search by active employees, termed employees, or both. And then if you're managing a group or numerous groups, that will be listed here, along with numerous group locations that will also be included. One key feature that we've added for you guys is if you decide that you find the employee roster that you want, so let's say it's all active employees under group 2002 and location 1, you can actually export that employee roster that you guys see down in this area to Excel. You can do it without dependents or with dependents, whatever you're looking for. So that's kind of a new feature that we've added to increase your guys' user experience. The other thing is, let's say you want to go ahead and view the employee roster. You can use the search bar over on the far right, and it will allow you to scroll and view those as you need to. One key feature that we've also incorporated from the old lookup to the new one is if you want to send an updated ID card. So if I want to send an updated ID card for Arthur Ames, what I'll do is I'll select his name, select send updated ID card, and then just go ahead and confirm that. What that will do is it will get it sent to our team and we will process that as they come in. Another thing you'll see on this page is group stats. This is live real-time data. So for the features that we've selected up at the top, we have 97 active employees and cover 244 lives. So this is just something that you can make note of. If you guys ever need stats, that's a good way to check. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start showing you some of the key functions now. Like I said, you can search for an employee through the employee roster to make changes, or you can do so up at the according button. But to start, what we're going to do is we're going to add a new employee. So I will come in here, enter the first name, the middle initial, last name, the social security number, gender, the date of birth, the phone number for the patient, email, address, city and state, and then we'll get into the group details. So if you're managing numerous groups, you can select the according group along with the according location. The biggest piece on this page that you want to be very cautious of is the coverage type. So for example, if Avery is only the individual on the plan, we'll leave her as the employee. However, this drop-down menu will reflect the different tier options for the specific group that you have selected over here. So based off of our criteria that we've input, we have two different options, employee or family. If you are going to add more dependents or spouses to your subscribers' plan, you need to select the according coverage type being family. If you do not, you will have to go back, term her employee coverage type plan, and then re-add her as a family coverage type. There is no way around that. So that's just something you want to make note of. But for today, what we'll do is we'll input the date that Avery was hired on. And based off of your group's criteria, this effective date will calculate. It is a suggestion. So if you want to make a different change, you absolutely can do it past the effective date, but also know that it pre-populates. The other thing to keep in mind is that all subscribers, new subscribers, will receive an updated ID card or receive a subscriber ID card, so no need to take care of that. But to add her, we'll go ahead, we'll select add email, not add email, add employee, and we'll get this taken care of. So you'll see the congratulations message that the action was received. You can go ahead and select two of these if you need to do more, but we'll go back to our dashboard. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make some changes on an enrollment. The first thing that I want to point out for you guys is, like I said, again, you can make them up here, or you can go ahead and select the individual down here and you can make them that way. But we'll come up to our make changes. We're going to go with Taylor. And we'll search for that individual. If it can't be found, you'll have to update your criteria in that sense. Perfect. So we can see an individual is here. Let's try this. Perfect. So you'll notice that the individual comes up. You can select that person and select make changes. And then as you do so, scroll down, and here you'll see the update information tab, terminate tab, and also our add spouse or dependent. Right now, Avery is the only individual on the plan. If you ever need to update the information, you can do so here. But for today, I'm going to show you how to add a spouse and dependent. So we'll add perfect. And you'll see for spouse or dependent, you can just leave it as dependent over here. Other options are child or stepchild. And then based off of the effective date, we'll do the same one. If you put it outside of the criteria, it will alert you. So no worries about inputting the incorrect effective date. Any field that has an asterisk, you do not have to input unless you have that information. And then notice that we'll send an updated ID card by default, but if you wish not to, you can uncheck that. So we'll go ahead, select add spouse or dependent. Like I said, the effective date we calculated incorrectly. So the system will tell you the earliest date that that person can be brought on. So we'll try that again. Great. They have been added. So we'll stay on this page. We have the wife, we have the spouse, and now the plan is up to date. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to terminate an employee. So for this, we will go to search for our employee by first name. We'll select the employee and select make changes. You'll then scroll down to the bottom, and I'm now going to show you how to terminate an individual. So you'll notice this individual has many people on his policy. If you'll come down here, you can see the termination. Please select the term reason. Maybe this individual retired, and then you'll input the term date. Once the term date is in there, you can select terminate employee and confirm that action. And you'll notice that all of the individuals on his plan are also termed, so there's no further action that you have to take. Next thing we're going to do is, let's say we want to reactivate an employee So you select the employee you want to reactivate out of the search bar. You come down here, you see all of the information, make sure it's still accurate, and you can select reactivate. Please select the effective date that you would like, the coverage type. So let's say this individual is just going to be on an employee plan, just herself. We can go ahead and select reactivate. What that'll do is that will then reactivate that individual and you'll get a notification for it. All righty. What we'll do is we'll head back here. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. You found it quite helpful. Keep in mind that we are always adding new features and enhancing this system to make it more user-friendly for you guys and for your HR administrators. If you ever have any feedback for us, we would be happy to hear that. You can always share it with the eligibility team. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys use this platform, and I hope you enjoyed the new features that we've incorporated. Have a great day.